Now, one of the films that we know is coming in the MCU is obviously Black Panther 2. That's a no-brainer. We know that's happening. We know that Ryan Coogler's already been retained. He's writing the script for that. But to some people's surprise, there was no mention of Black Panther 2 at Comic-Con because Kevin Feige was only talking about 2020 and 2021. I believe we're going to hear some things about 2022 and 2023 at D23 this weekend. Whether we do or not is a little bit besides the point right now. But we know the movie's coming, but don't have a lot of details. Well, apparently now we do have one of the details. As one of the actors from the original Black Panther, and of course he was in Winter Soldier before that, or Civil War before that, is Martin Freeman. And Martin Freeman was recently asked about it, and he said this. He's confirmed he's going to be in Black Panther 2. He said the following: as far as I know, I will be returning. As far as I know, I will be in another Black Panther. That's my understanding. As to when that will happen, I don't know. Now, this tells us a couple of things. Number one, that they've already confirmed with Martin Freeman that he's going to be in the movie, but it also tells us that he doesn't really know anything about the movie. Just kind of furthering Marvel's policy of keeping things hush-hush and top secret, something we're going to talk a little bit more about in another topic upcoming here. But while I did not love Martin Freeman's character in Civil War, it felt in Civil War it came across a little one-dimensional, a little bit like, yeah, you see, like just a little bit too on the nose. Whereas I felt that way about him in Civil War, I actually really did like the character in the first Black Panther. So although we don't know much about it here, I certainly hope this does hold true when we do see Martin Freeman back, because I really like this guy. Rob, you're hearing about Martin Freeman returning. Is that significant, or is that really much ado about nothing?
Well, I would expect him to. I mean, he's just one of those great... I mean, I think of him more as a character actor, even though he was obviously the Hobbit. But I do think... Frodo and being part of the Baggins family. Frodo's mentor, Bilbo Baggins. He was great as Bilbo Baggins, but I've always liked him in secondary roles as a character actor. I think he's great. So why not bring him back? I like the fact that there's the CIA and the FBI have a presence in the Marvel movies. That it's not just superheroes. That we always have a tie to the real world, or at least the intelligence organizations of the real world. That seems like a good thing to me.
Chris, what do you think about the return of Martin Freeman? Is this a good thing? Is this an unnecessary thing? Do you think it's a completely necessary thing? How do you feel about it?
I think this is a great thing. Like Rob was just saying, he grounds the film. He brings it back to reality. And he's also just a fun character. And where would we be, guys, if we could no longer have those Tolkien white guy memes?
Well, there were a lot of great ones with him and Andy Serkis. There were a lot of great ones that came out about that. Now, again, we don't know about how big or how small his role will be this time around. Will it be, will this next one be about Wakanda now gradually, blending itself into the rest of the world? Does Martin Freeman's character kind of become a segue person to help Wakanda in that transition? Is he just going to play a minor role that pops up in a couple scenes? That stuff we don't know yet. But I want to know, what do you guys think about the addition of Martin Freeman, or at least him confirming he's going to be back? Is this well, of course he's coming back. Whoever doubted that? Or is this a surprise to you? What do you think about it? Jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. All right.